Greetings, Commanders! My name is Melt. Welcome to Ark of War Galactic Battle Season 7. Mid-season. We're still getting close to the playoffs, but we're not there yet. No one has been officially seeded into the round of the playoffs. So we thought, hey, it's Thursday night. A lot of big battles going on tonight. Let's go ahead and start jumping around and see what all the big boys are up to. Now that we've got 4 new gyms to think about, which probably aren't going to change the meta too much, but I am interested to see what the infantry commanders are doing, other than crying. We have a feature here called Champion TV. This is how you watch the international playoffs every week on Ark of War. You just go to your main screen, use the Wednesday through Friday. You can click this button over here on the right, and you can just jump in to watch the current Galactic campaign rankings. You can see what the prize pool is for getting into the playoffs, the top 32. And it's really hard to get these Spirit Stone frags, but just for qualifying for the playoffs, number 1 seed gets 10 Spirit frags. But if you watch the Wave 300 Time and Space War video, which I don't think I've published yet, it's going to be a lot easier to get those fragments. But anyway, top 32 teams will get all those things, and then the top 64 teams will still get some of this stuff as well. Full Metal is the gift this season, who's a proper counter to Rogers. So thanks everyone for joining us here tonight. Did I miss anything in chat? I'll get caught up on chat. Let me at least break us into the first game and talk about who's playing. So this is the Galactic Battle Season 7. The defending champions would be TNB, but CAD and ALD are server rivals on the right side of the bracket here. And ALD's Bingo has quit. He was recently not zeroed, but he was dealt a severe blow into the 20,000 real dollars range, but he did not get zeroed. He still has some 300 million power worth of tier 12 ships with his which is most servers combined, more than most servers combined. So he's still there, but he's not playing anymore. ALD still has some great players, of course. They're still a contender, but I think CAD is going to be more of a threat this season because ALD is not there to match them on their own server. And then AXR is always going to be a threat. But then also we have TNB, the defending champions, which are a huge win here, a huge pull. FBI, or DGB, is a 66's guild, which is right there. He was the first player to hit over 1 billion, so he's always someone to watch out for. And his guild, they're a good guild. And there's some honorable mentions, of course. AAA with their 007 guild, Stupid Bird's in there. I just like saying his name, he's great. But for the English players, we have some guilds of our own to watch. Star has Free Lollipop. He doesn't play too much anymore, but they have a lot of English players. We're a big fan of them. They're a big community guild. And then, of course, there's MU1. If you ever watch the Weekend Globalization, MU1 is always the number 1 team. They pretty much ever since the first week it came out. And then who else? GTS Star Eve China, formerly EVE Star Eve China. They're always a contender. WoW FCK JPN Korea, which is basically fuck Japan, Korea, which is terrible. But they're on our server. They're a good guild. They're big. A lot of tier 12 players. Sin Legion is whose guild is that? That's Viper's guild, and a few players jump around in that guild, so it's hard to say who's actually in that guild. Win, of course, is Albatross's guild, and of course his server rivals Rome, who are very active in the community as well. Let's see. So I think the number 1 English guild is probably Win and Sin. They're the biggest English threat, primarily English guild. They do have some Asian players, of course, but they're a huge multicultural, multinational guild. Anyway, so right now, currently playing, we have FBI DGB versus AXR. And tell me in chat who you guys want to jump into first. I know there's some good ones to watch, but some of them are still warming up. AAA and ALD, it should be interesting. I'm kind of expecting AAA to have the lead on that one, but I don't know. We'll see what Whisper's up to in ALD since Bingo's been gone. The Hit Guild, GOD, different than my guild, GOD. They are actually HIT. They seem to be putting up some big numbers lately. Well, maybe we'll check them out. TUN, Chinese Wind, is, I think, a big guild. I see them every once in a while. One and CAD. CAD is the guild to watch this week. There's a funny image going around on the line chats of, I don't know if it's the guild leader of CAD. I don't know if it's just a random member of CAD. I don't even know for sure that it's a member of CAD, but he sent this image out to everyone in his guild, and I translated it, and it says some really funny stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can bring it up right on the live stream. Receive a file. Let's try this. For anyone that has an Apple, they're probably wondering what the hell's going on here with Windows and Bluetooth and Android, but we just do everything manually. Anyway, we need to do a mic check and a video check. How's video? Good. How's sound? Good. Hits the boss on Fire Medic server. Yeah, they're a big guild. Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's see. Oh, man. I just let that file come in. I didn't see where it saved to. Ah, there it is. Oh, careful. Okay. All right. Can I zoom in all the way? There it is. So I don't have the complete translation in front of me. Oh, wait. Scratch that. Yes, I do. Okay. So starting from the top, it says, Uncle Bird, I'm coming. Stone we take ourselves. You last. This is paradise. Happy Land ALD. Are you ready? I think this was CAD taunting ALD. Maybe this was earlier. I don't know. But this is definitely a member of CAD, I was told. So, isn't that great? That guy in his Lacoste polo sitting out on some beach. And that could be in China or somewhere south, near the equator. I don't know. I thought that was great, though. Don't get too many pictures like that. That's in Thailand. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, all right. ARP saying we should look at the ALD match. I'm definitely want to do the ALD match. Definitely want to do the CAD match. If there's any other interesting matches, shout them out. SpaceX and TNT, that could be something. ZGL for sure. They're always up to no good. PRC, kind of an old school guild. I don't know if they got like eaten by a bigger guild on a server merge or something. They haven't been doing much lately, but I still see them around a lot. Looks like FFS and GCD are maybe having a low-level match. I don't know much about them. We might check them out just for fun. GTS, Star Eve China, and Win Winter Soldiers. That match has ended. That was Albatross's guild, and they put up some amazing numbers. 1 trillion points. Looks like they were just crushing Tier 12. It was actually somewhat close, 2-1. Not that close, but, I mean, 900 billion point lead. God, that's a huge number. Anyway. Basically, it was just Vegas versus Rogers, hence the thumbnail for this video. But, yeah, let's jump into match number 1. See if you can tell how much slime is left. They're 12-hour matches, 11:30, 11:30, 11:30. These are all matches that just started. Let's jump into an old one, see if they're still duking it out. Let's see, 10 hours, 10 hours. So the oldest match still running that's worth watching is definitely GTS and, well... Yeah, GTS Starry versus Win is gone. Okay, so FRX Freelancer and looks like GCD and FFS there. And maybe ZGL. So we'll do the ZGL match first. How's that sound? Is blurry picture for anyone else? Is anyone getting a blurry picture? Might be having a bandwidth issue. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Video output's low. Video output... As such, viewers will experience buffering. Picture's good, so might be some people are getting a bad picture. Okay. Anything else I can do here to change that? Maybe try reloading it, Fire, and see if that fixes it. Yeah, it's not my quality. I'm actually getting a report from YouTube saying stream health is good now. Okay. All right. Let's let that resolve itself. Video output low. Yeah. I wonder, is there something downloading? Let's check my speed real quick. Speed test. Boom. I'm guessing my upload speed. My download's 50 megabytes per second. No problem there. All right. Let's jump into replays. We probably need to go into the world chats and just start hollering at people to share replays. Just so we can see what they're up to. And mostly, I guess, what I really want to see... Oh, yeah, I got 100 megabyte upload speed, so it's definitely not the internet. Okay. Okay, maintain smooth... I wonder, what is going on here? Oh, looks good. Well, we'll see. Lone Ranger's asking me in World Chat. Hi. Yeah, you can ask me anything you want. Yeah, guys, this is going to be a much more casual stream. We don't need to force any content down anyone's throat. I'm trying to keep my eye on chat a little better. And then, yeah, we'll hammer out some stuff. Could Reinhardt beat Vega? No, Reinhardt should not beat Vega by any means. Reinhardt's Thorns hits hard, but it really effectively hits Rogers better than anyone else. Vega is going to destroy Reinhardt before Reinhardt really gets the advantage of using his heal. Reinhardt's heal comboed with his Thorns is kind of how he wins fights. He sits there, he takes hits, his troops start to get low, but every time he gets hit, he kind of heals back up the missing troops. He has to be able to take the hit and survive. Vega's should hit hard enough that Reinhardt won't survive the hit to heal. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that a really well-built, geared, and researched Reinhardt can't beat a Vega. They can. In a fair fight, Vega should win more often than not and pretty handedly. But if he had twice the leadership and a little bit better research, yeah, I could see him doing a little better. But remember, Vega's right now doing a lot of one-slot bust stuff, a lot of low-risk stuff, a lot of ignore defense attack skills like the new Cepheus Jewel set and Vega's Breakdown. And there's just a lot of ways to take low-risk fights right now. I'm trying to turn sound off so I stop getting bothered. There we go. Yeah, I mean, once Vega starts triggering Breakdown, man, Reinhardt's going to get crushed. But Reinhardt's not meant to be a main commander that fights like Vega. Reinhardt is a main commander that fights like Rogers. You put Reinhardt in a base and hope that someone's using Rogers against you, because in a fair fight, Vega versus Rogers should win that fight. I mean, Vega's gotten a little crazy lately, and I don't know if Full Metal's going to make a big enough appearance to really make people start maining or continue to main Vega. I really don't think Full Metal's enough. I think everyone's just going to switch over to Vega. I think a lot of people that have been maining Rogers are kind of sick of it. Just sick of the gameplay style, sick of the massive repair bills, sick of the high-risk marches. I think they're just going to switch to Vega for that permanent awaken. Remember, the main thing about Vega is not just the fact that he has the hardest-hitting skill in the game at a 40% guaranteed hit skill. It's the fact that he's a B commander that can be awakened non-stop all the time with 600% dodge with a Tier 12 airship that has the best attack, and he's unhittable, and he has a guaranteed hit. I mean, it's just absurd. Absolutely absurd. This is a replay we're picking up from World Chat. This is not the high-level replay we're looking for. But, hey, rebound, share to replay. I asked for a replay. That's what you get. Look at that. Tier 2 coming through. Could you tell me a good Cerberus troop set? Yeah, don't watch Cerberus. Don't use Cerberus. Use Cerberus until you get the X, and then use the X until you get Elixir or Stella. I will admit that we are exploring other infantry options. It seems like Gilly may be making a comeback, and Nekajiro with these new gems might be interesting for people that aren't Tier 12. We're trying to find new options, but as of right now, it still seems like infantry's broken. And if you're going to be infantry, you use them as utility, like Plasma or Gilly to fight Stellas, or Stellas to hopefully not run into Vegas and Rogers or Walker Command. Basically, infantry's not doing so great right now. So, Cerberus, bad choice. All right. Let's see. You're getting additions or ads? Actual ads. Ads should be turned off. Let me know, Elon. DGB versus AXR, FBI, GBD, whatever you want to call them. This is 66's guild. They have a 300,000 point lead. Just started. We're a half hour into it, and boy, oh boy. Okay. Make sure it's a YouTube ad, not some weird third-party thing. If you can screen grab it for me, that'd be great. Second thing. What did I miss? Got it. It was on my end. Fire Medic. I don't know, Fire Medic. It might have been on my end because I was getting a report from YouTube. I'm still getting the report that it's low quality. So I don't know for sure about that. Oh my god, my phone's going crazy. Got to put it somewhere silent. Let's try that. There. Okay. Gilly's amazing. Gilly with non-violent resistant Sagittarius is amazing. Sagittarius is an amazing jewel set. So, Nekajiro with Sagittarius, really powerful. Really powerful. But the fact is that defense is a more useful stat than HP. If you mitigate someone's defense to 0, then you do pure raw damage to their raw HP. If you dramatically lower someone's HP bonuses, that's great, but they still have a ton of defense and their base hit points. So just by that, I mean, the nature of how defense works in this calculation, it's a better skill set. And it's like Nekajiro's doesn't even work the same way that Vegas works. And I don't know. It's a little ridiculous, but the devs know about it. It's not a secret. Okay. So we are in the FBI versus AXR game. Let's see what's going on. So FBI is the biggest guild in the game, I believe now. They've got 66 in ODAD. I'm expecting them to make a real bid for the top 4, if not the top 2, and if not win the whole thing. But CAD is a real seriously focused guild. Oh god, if Stella somehow loses points on this, that's going to be so sad against a Grievous. No, never mind. She one-shots him. I was going to say, if Grievous is outscoring Stella with tier 12, that would be sad. That's a big Stella, though. Odad's running infantry. That's too bad. It's too bad for Odad. I'm assuming he probably has airships, too, though. Ooh. I think I can just ask nicely. More replays, please. Alright, so it looks like FBI is just taking over. They're just holding the base. Really? Oh, we're not going to have much of a battle here. It looks like FBI is sitting on the enemy base. God, I didn't even realize. Man, there's so many FBI here. They're just going to just take the victory right to the house. Does AXR want to bring a fight to him? Probably not. Not to like trash talk AXR, but AXR and NYC kind of had a history of like not competing in the way the game was meant to be played because it didn't make financial sense. They were quick to be like, oh, there's nothing in it for these early server games, early mid-season matches. We're not even going to try. I don't blame them. It's FBI. It's the biggest guild in the game. They probably wouldn't have stood a chance anyway. But that means we probably aren't going to get any replays out of here. All right, well, we'll leave there and head back to a different match. I wonder if the ads are because the channel's monetized now. Yeah, non-violent resistance what lowers defense 1,000. Tier 12 infantry can kill 1,000 tier 12 air if both trigger. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, if you get Sagittarius and non-violent resistance, yeah, she could one-shot for sure. I mean, there's a lot of commanders that can, though. Especially now with that new airship gem. I mean, not a lot of commanders can one-shot tier 12 airships, that's true. But chance of getting a 1 in 5 skill and a 2 in 5 skill to trigger at the same time, I can tell you what the math is on that. It's 5 times. I want to say it's 1 in 15. What's 2 divided by 5? 0.4. What's 0.4 as a decimal? Oh, you can't. There's no common denominator. You got to take it up to. Why are you doing this to me? 2 times. I don't know. It's like 1 in 15. I don't know the math. It's got to write it down. Oh, I got a good day. What's up, Kyle? What time is it in Australia right now? Got a couple Australians in here. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Australia. Well, depending on the part. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, let's take a look-see. Stream crashed. Ooh. Oh. Anyone else having quality of the stream issues? That's disappointing, because the stream health looks good right now. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Looks like the GBD match, the AXR match, is going to be a dud. AAA versus ALD is turning into something. That might be worth taking a look at. Let's look at one of the older matches down the list a little bit, see if there's anything new. Really what we're looking for is some meta-changing stuff, right? Anything that's like showing off the new gems, a new commander that's doing something special. I mean, unfortunately, the only way we learn new stuff about this game is playing it. Thinking about it, conceptualizing it, that's all great. Theory crafting's great, but sometimes you just need to see a replay to go, huh, that actually worked. You know, that's how we discovered Bullet. That's how we discovered Plasma. That's how we discovered many commanders we thought were going to be good were actually terrible, like Jigen. Man, I love Jigen's concept, but not good. All right. Whoa, we got replays. All right. Oh, I asked for replays. All right, so Al and Lucky Star and Al and Avatar. Okay, we got some replays here. Let's take a look-see. I saw some Apox ships. I don't know. I didn't check the overall power, though. Okay, well, that's a big hoodoo. I'm guessing Hoodoo wins because he shared the replay. He's going to take a beating here, though, but he's going to get an awesome Awakening and Death Rattle on his second hit. So, yeah, oh, well, he didn't lose too many. He lost 19 there at 21. But here comes the Awakening. Boom. Oh! Wow, that did not hit as hard as I thought it would. Do you guys expect that to hit a lot harder? 500 tier 9 versus 50 tier 10 walkers and only killed half of them? That's weird. Uh-oh. This is not how you want to use rock. Oh boy. Annihilator Ray with only 50 troops ain't gonna do much. Man, he's got some amazing defense on that rock though. What's up, Fishhead? How you doing? Virgo Jewel set is pretty good. Curious as to what happens if both sides trigger the Virgo skill, as it takes effects for the second round. That's a good question, ARP. I don't know, man. I don't know if it makes you both. Whoever triggers it first gets to go first next round if the other person triggers it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, got them with the Annihilator Ray. This Lucky Star, he must have some amazing gear, because Al is not hitting very hard. Maybe Al has strength and weaken gear on or something. Like, you can't strength and weaken tier 9 walkers versus tier 10 walkers. I don't know why his damage is so bad, but it is bad. Al, what's going on? Is Lucky Star like a tier 12 player that's just playing with tier 10 for fun and has a bunch of amazing research? I mean, what's going on here? Look at this. I mean, this is like, here comes a good Awakening. 544. Okay, that was a little better. But, I mean, still not the numbers we're looking for. Kind of surprising. I expected an Awakening to clear that front row. Let's jump into the Avatar replay. Josh, I'll take a look at the Neko replay later. I'll definitely... I'm getting a lot of replays lately because I keep saying, oh, send me replays. So it's like when it's time to look at replays, if it's a good one, I actually have to like commit to uploading it to YouTube, writing in comments, figuring out where it's going to fit into the schedule, if I'm going to do anything with it. It's actually work to look at replays because once I look at something, it goes as red and I don't go looking for those anymore. You know, it's just next time I open my phone, it's the next set of notifications. That was a good hit. That was a good explosion. Oh, yeah, that's what you wanted. Ouch. That ghillie just got wrecked. So what was really supposed to happen here is Ghillie's not running enough dodge gear, and Ghillie's skill is supposed to not let Hoodoo land any hits. But this Hoodoo's running enough accuracy that she is not dodging him. Ghillie's supposed to disable Hoodoo's Star Jewels. Hoodoo doesn't have any guaranteed hits, so he's not going to be able to land any hits. He shouldn't land any hits, and then he shouldn't be able to trigger any death rattles or do anything like that for the first round, which would let Ghillie win. But Hoodoo actually did land the hits, which means Ghillie's plan there failed miserably because she doesn't have enough dodge. There you go. All right, now we're on to the last Lucky Star replay. Hey, shout out to Bullet. And Bullet will win this, maybe. Wait a minute. No. We're going to get a nasty death rattle here. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, it's a Gemini, but it's not enough. But then again, it's going to trigger another death rattle. I think Hoodoo wins this, man. There's a lot of Rangers in the back over there. I don't know. I kind of think Hoodoo wins. Come on. Yeah, Hoodoo wins. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I don't know. Infantry hits harder, though. There's the W. That was close, though. That was super close. That was really close. Face letter today, TNB's letter. He has 47 Fearless Pants. It just really works well for reducing damage. I thought gear max at 45. Is it 47 now? Johnny B. What's up, Hellsgate? Why are you Johnny B and not Hellsgate? Change your YouTube name. Ay. Blackheim, I got your Tina replay. Listen, I love what you're doing with Tina. Huge fan of you choosing to play this game differently than everyone else. I love that. Thank you. Keep sending me content. I need more players like you for this community. This community needs more players like you. But Tina is never going to be a top-class commander. She's never going to be the answer to Rogers. She's never going to be the answer to Vega. She's never going to be the answer to Stella. She doesn't have any offense. She just is a big, tanky commander that loses less. I hope I eat those words one day and you prove me wrong. But it's really hard to argue the other way around. What's my suggestion to Plasma? Plasma for fighting him or playing him? If you play a Plasma, use him as a bomber if you don't have as high a tier as your opponents, just using tier 2 and waiting for their tier suppression to fall off. Use a bunch of HP and attack gear, of course. If you do have the same tier as your opponents, put some good dodge gear on him. Make him a combat Plasma. I did a video on that, but basically stack HP, dodge, or attack, HP, attack, dodge, and HP in that order. And then try to dodge your opponent, level your skills up to 30 plus, and trade really well with your Plasma. If you want to fight against a Plasma, use Robin, Lilith, King, Elf. Commanders with spell damage don't trigger his Quantum Blast. Or only fight with troops in slots 1, 2, and 3 instead of all 4, 5, and 6 to mitigate damage that you're taking. You're not a top player, dude. You're a tier 11 player. You're in the top 5%, that's for sure. Top 1% probably. Let's see. I'd like to see more videos of a good Nekajiro if you think you have one. I'd like to see what he's doing against tier 12 specifically. I've seen what Neko can do with everything else, but I mean, I don't know. Send me what you got. If it's good, if it's something we haven't seen, we'd like to see it. We got replays, boys. SPX versus TNT. Looks like this might be over, though. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what they've got for us. K versus Beard. Alright, so let's get some bullets doing some ghost cannons, as Bullet likes to do. But, yeah, Tyrant Cometh better trigger if that Airship Awakening triggers. That's the problem with Rogers. He's not that good against Bullet, because that Tyrant Cometh has a 1 in 5 chance to trigger, and if it does, Airship Awakening gets ignored because he doesn't get to attack. Here's another Awakening, and another Tyrant Cometh. So this Bullet should have lost all his troops by now, but poor Rogers keeps triggering that Tyrant Cometh. But he has triggered Defensive Stance. Poor Bullet, though. This is his third one. No, there's the Ghost Cannon. And he kills 13 of them. And that's because he doesn't have full damage. Because Roger's Defensive Stance does mitigate Ghost Cannon. It does nullify it eventually. But, yeah, slots 1, 2, and 3 can get some damage off. And that was good. Beard scored some points without giving away any. So, yeah. Which is the best gear for Combat Vega or Combat Plasma? Combat Vega? I mean, honestly, Vega can be built many ways. Glass Cannon build for 1 slot bust. You can build Vega straight balance because he hits so freaking hard. You can put a Valkyrie helm on him, invincible pants, and then double weapons. You should always use Titans in your hands, and then Tyrant armor. But yeah, you can go Magiwell pants on Vega too. But he one-shots a lot of stuff depending on how big your Vega is and what troops you have. So Vega is kind of like up for grabs. He's so freaking good right now. He hits so freaking hard. It kind of reminds me of Golem, like in Season 2, Season 3. We're just like, you don't have to build Glass Cannon on Golem. Most people do because Magiwell Pants had some defense on them, so it was good like balance gear. But helmets, everyone was using Devastation helmets, but now you can use the Valkyrie helmet, and that thing really stacks on the defense or the HP. So it's like almost worth keeping because it increases your HP 2 or 3-fold. Yeah, it's like what Josh was saying. What's going on, guys? Hi. Hi. Trying to get some good replays here. We're just running into a lot of Rogers and Bullets, which is fine, but I wish I knew which ones were the good ones. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Ooh, you know what I want to do real quick? I'm going to turn the sound on. I want you guys to give me a sound check here. If it's too loud or if that's about right. That's coming out of the speakers now. Changed my sound settings so I could do some more stuff with the channel, and I haven't done it on a live stream yet. I've been spending a lot of time lately. So what you guys don't know about this community is all the stuff that goes on in the background. Like the thumbnails, for example. All the thumbnails for all these videos. I never realized how much time YouTubers spend on thumbnails. But it takes a lot of time. It's a legitimate skill. It's art, and it's like supposed to convey what the video is about. It's supposed to be interesting for your viewers to click on. It should somewhat look good, and of course you have to produce assets. You have to have digital stuff to put in the thumbnail. So I've been spending a lot of time making transparent images. So like I have a transparent Vega image. I built it myself off the base Vega image. But if you notice, the Vega image in the game, the transparent Vega image in the game, is actually impossible to make unless you have the original file. If you look at Vega's helmet, watch his helmet. His actual glass helmet is transparent. Look behind. Oh, this is the wrong one. Dang it. Anyway, I need to get my hands on that, because you can like put him in front of things and it'll actually go through his glass helmet like the way it's supposed to. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time making transparent images. I've done it before. I did it like a year ago, and I didn't save the original files, and now I'm going back to like add effects to them or increase the quality, and I'm just spending a lot of time just doing the not fun stuff. Okay, so it sounds good. Background tune's about right. All right, so what does that look like? And right, okay, so 50%, 30%. Okay. This Vega does not have tear suppression. This plasma bomb's gonna go off. 473. Oh, I don't know. He might get one. Might get one. Come on. Might get an airship. 473, 741. Ah, he's getting airships at least. That's not bad. To trade tier 1 for anything is always good. Alright, let's get to the bottom. See if we can't get a better replay. K versus Boss Trick. What a name. What a name. Boss Trick. Elixir, huh? Yeah. Elixir was kind of a dud. Elixir, if her double strike was a guaranteed hit, she would have been amazing. If her double strike was a triple strike, not guaranteed hit, she would have been amazing. But she's just a guaranteed double strike, which is, on average, less than Stella. And she can slightly hit harder, but because Stella can go 3, 4, 5, and 6 times, Stella just has a chance to trigger her 20% gems way more often. And 20% gems are really what is defining the meta right now. What I really want to see is I want to see these new gems come out. A lot of players were stockpiling the World Event. They were playing the World Event, they were getting all these medals, and they were getting prepared for this first update, which was all these Andromeda, Cassiopeia, Cepheus chests. And they stockpiled them. And a lot of people have the new 5-piece gem sets, not 4-piece, 5-piece gem sets. And I'd like to see more of them. I've seen... God, which one? I think I've seen Cepheus. And I've seen the airship one for Vega. I think. What's the infantry one? Let's check that real quick. Star Jewels, Handbook, to the infantry one. Andromeda. Target skips their next action. Oh, that's Lilith, yeah. I mean, it's good, man. I just think that's so weird that, like, the way that they're building infantry right now, it kind of feels like you should be Nekajiro with Ares, Virgo, and Andromeda, and rely on his guaranteed hit skill to do enough damage with tier 12's tear space and totally negate your opponent with the damage reduction from Ares, the damage reduction from Virgo, the delayed turn from Virgo, and the turn skip from Andromeda, and then you don't have to put guaranteed hit gems in. I think, and then, you know, with Neko, with 600% like permanently awakened like Vega, he might actually be really good. So, I don't know, but it's like, it seems like a tremendous investment to try out, but if you're a desperate infantry commander, that might be the goal. And I'll explore that. I'm working on Project Robin Part 3, then we're going to close the book on Robin and Lilith and kind of decide where to go from there. I think Nekajiro's a good option. Full Metal's a good option. I find myself stopping and going, is this a legitimate path? Should I really be wasting the community's time talking about commanders that aren't as good as Vega? I mean, Vega can't be like this forever. There's going to have to be alternatives. Are these gems really going to be what puts them above Vega, or at best even? Because I spent a lot of time figuring out the Reinhardt-Rogers thing. And even then, Reinhardt is not like a straight-up super counter to Rogers. He's just like slightly better. Just slightly better. But Reinhardt is so vulnerable to everyone else while Rogers isn't. It's kind of like Gilly. Gilly was just like so much better than Stella, or slightly better than Stella. She's actually a lot better than Stella. But Gilly kind of sucked against everyone else that didn't rely on guaranteed hit gems. So, I don't know. I think Gilly's still going to have a place to play because guaranteed the new gems are so important. Gilly's going to be good. So maybe Project Gilly. I don't know. Problem with Gilly, she's an A commander. I want to go back to the cheap B commander, see if there's anything else we can mine out of cheap commanders. But anyway, let's get back into some replays. Got any replays, boys? Got any more? There we go. There's a familiar guild. Who is? DJB? Dominus 99? That's a Rocket League player. RA1 Taipan. Taipan's a very popular name and city. I don't even know what that says. I don't even know what language that is. Doesn't look Chinese. Maybe Korean? Anyone know what language that is? SS Fortuna. I missed the reference on Fortuna. I know it's like fortune in some language. Blacksmith with a Hanzi character or Hangul character. That might be a blacksmith logo. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing much going on here. All right. Looks like it's just a forfeited match. What else do we got? AAA 007 and ALD. Think they got anything for us? Monkey Tail is evil. Aha. Yeah, so this force field thing, it works in Galactic Battle for an hour. Ooh, there's Prado. AAA's Prado. Ooh. $77 versus maybe Stupid Bird. Did he change his name? I don't know. I mean, this looks like 77 should convincingly win. Those infantry in slot 6 for that Hoodoo are not going to do much for him. This should be pretty one-sided. I'm thinking like 7-1 troop loss. I think this Hoodoo on the right's gonna lose everything, and then the Hoodoo on the left is probably gonna lose 40 troops. Let's see. Oh yeah, he got one shot. Ooh, not even 40. Maybe. Depends on how big this hit is right now. Oh, dude, he's done. Oh god. Okay, so he lost like less than 20. Oof. Oof. Hoodoo versus Hoodoo. This is brutal to watch. It's almost as bad as Plasma versus Plasma. Alright. So there's one replay. Anything else? Anything else? I got Whisper. Whisper and Sparkle something. Sparkle Towers. Sparkle Towers? I don't know. So I'm expecting Lily or Gilly to win this. I'm expecting Stella not to land a single hit because she doesn't have any guaranteed hit gems. Yeah, so no guaranteed hit. Stella's just going to miss Gilly. Gilly should be a proper counter, even though he's half the leadership. By the time Gilly gets to go, she's going to be able to do some serious damage to these T12. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Tier 12 infantry really doesn't hit that hard. It hits other Tier 12 infantry pretty hard, and Tier 12 infantry is, you know, naturally squishier than all the other Tier 12. Man, this Gilly, she's triggering everything. Good God, man. Alright, there. She's done missing. So, Gilly triggers nothing and misses. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta remember, Gilly also doesn't have a guaranteed hit. This damn Ranger. This damn Ranger is gonna trigger like 6 Wings of Eternity, and we just gotta sit here and watch it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what we really want to see here is we want to see this Gilly miss a few times. No wings. Okay, 1 wings, but no more wings. No more wings. No more wings. That's it. No more wings. Alright. Okay, now we're going to see what Gilly slot 4 can do. Will she trigger a guaranteed hit? There's the Gemini. Alright, so we're only going to see Terror Space do damage 1 time. So here's the basic hit. Here comes the Terror Space. 400 damage. That's pretty even. Here comes another Gemini. No second Terror Space on Gemini. It does not double trigger. But that was a good hit. Now, Stella can start triggering her guaranteed hit gems. And she still has to trigger them, though. And that was unlucky. So now, Gilly's going to get a non-violent resistance. And, oh, she lands the hit. So that was a big hit. I forget what non-violent resistance does. I think it lowers their defense or HP or something. Because it definitely makes her hit harder. But, yeah, I mean, pretty convincing. Stella got a little unlucky there. I mean, not that she should be banking on a 20% guaranteed hit gem, but if she had Sagittarius and Gemini, maybe she'd done a little better there, but that's the proper counter. That's what Gilly's for. Even at half the leadership, that's the way you're supposed to play Gilly. So, well done, Whisper. You know, it's still a massive commitment, but it's still a big commander. Trying to see if maybe Stella makes a comeback, but she's getting that dizzy off. That lowers Gilly's attack quite a bit. She's not getting lucky with these guaranteed hits, though. Yeah, non-violent resistance is a weaker breakdown. Yeah. Is it guaranteed hit? I should probably double check that. Maybe I should revisit Gilly. I remember when she first came out, I was just like, okay, still not as good as Stella with Gemini and Sagittarius. Maybe it's time to revisit Gilly and get serious about it. Well, I know it's time to revisit Gilly and get serious about it, but the fact that she doesn't permanently awaken kind of bothers me. Yeah, so the Terror Space is wasted there on dead troops. It doesn't really trigger and do anything. But Stella, come on. Get your Gemini or Sagittarius. This poor Stella. She's just getting a beating. Just an absolute beating. Oof, you got lucky. That slot. Oh, hits him with the black hole. 1800. How many does he kill? 1800. Kills 5 of them. What is that? 5 is 300? 1500. So that was the level 4 one, maybe? Okay. It seems to be better for hitting airships than Stella is. Doesn't scale as good as Breakdown, but same skill. Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah, I'll look at that again. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at Gilly. What's Gilly up to these days? Problem with Gilly, though, is she's expensive to awaken, you know. 40% chance to for the action. This attack will hit and disregard target 22%. That's really good. That is really good. What is that? It's not that much weaker than Breakdown. It goes to 90%. 90%. Breakdown's 100%, but this goes to 90%. She's amazing. Gilly is absolutely amazing. And she disables Star Jewels. No doubt about it. She is amazing. But the real problem is Vega's better. And Vega has 600% dodge because of Permanently Awaken. And Tier 12 airships hit harder than infantry. I mean, it's like... So at that point, it's like, well, you still got to deal with... Is she better than Stella to counter Vega? Because that's the real meta. I don't know. Stella gets those multiple turns. It's easier for Stella to trigger gems. Dude, it sucks for infantry right now. Hey, you know, it sucks for walkers too. It really feels like... It's like the main balance of the game is so far off with airships right now that... It's like, if you really want to solve the problem with the game, it's not that Walker is bad. It's that airship is so good and infantry is so bad against it when it should be better against it. Not only is it not good against it, it's bad against it. That means that the infantry mains don't even want to play their accounts. They don't want to invest into their infantry research. They don't want to invest in their infantry leadership. And what ends up happening is you don't have players playing infantry, which means your walker players aren't going to be happy because there's no one to actually have a fair fight against, because you know walkers going to get wrecked by airships. If airships are better than infantry, they're definitely better than walkers. So the rock, paper, scissors is broken so much that the favorable matchup for walkers players, those guys aren't even in the game. You know, it's just like airship has such dominance right now, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's time to remind everyone in small doses, hey, let's support that infantry really needs a buff. Tier 12 infantry is broken. Actually, it's really not that infantry and walker need a buff, it's that airship needs a nerf. They need their damage substantially nerfed, and tear space needs to be worded and worked differently. That's the real truth of it. And Vega needs to be fucking nerfed. But, you know, the other thing I'll say is that this is an interesting game. You know, there's a very simple metaphor between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. Anyone that's played StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 knows that StarCraft 1 is an incredibly unbalanced game. But StarCraft 1 is so unbalanced for each race that they're all broken in their own way. That, like, for instance, if Azur goes Dark Swarm, you know the Protoss gets an amazing Psionic Storm ability, so you can counter their amazing with your amazing. You just have to have the right timing. You really just got to do the right thing at the right time. And that's kind of how I see Arc of Wars. It's just grossly out of proportion, out of balance. The difference between StarCraft and StarCraft 2 and Arc of War and all that, Arc of War is real money, and the same game lasts for months and months and years and years. StarCraft, you play a game, 15 minutes, start a new one. You know where you can go with it. Once you've already dropped 50 grand, 100 grand, 300 grand into this game, and you're an infantry commander, and you've been looking at the last 3 months and, you know, losing huge fights and just basically kicking the sand and going, fuck, man, this game sucks right now. It sucks being me. I poured all my money into this, and I have no good options to fight. That's the real problem. Players can bitch and moan about StarCraft, wait for the next map, wait for the next update. Our players, we can bitch and moan, but they don't move very fast. So maybe it's time we say something to the devs again. I mean, I say something every week, but I try not to rally the community against them because they are a small team. You know, if we hit them with that many messages, it doesn't help. It just makes things worse. They know. They got 20 messages a week. That should do it. So do what you want with that. Looks like this match is dead here, so I'll get out of here. All right, what else do we got? Anything else? Let's see. Any other good matches going on? Yeah, I mean, it does kind of make you wonder, like, if you're not an airship commander, why? Well, because I want to play infantry to counter airships. Airships don't get countered by infantry. The answer to that is Vega. The answer to that is Reinhardt. Say, well, Rogers is the biggest commander in the game. You use Stella to one-slot bust. No, Vega's better. Vega hits harder. No, the best answer to Rogers in a fair fight isn't Elf, it isn't Gilly, it isn't Stella, it isn't Plasma, it's Reinhardt. You know? It's like the best counter to the best commander of the game, Rogers, is one-slot bust with Vega or full march with Reinhardt. They're all airship commanders. So it's like, why aren't you playing airships? It's really like becoming very, very bad, where players are going to start asking themselves, like, I got a lot of money and time into this thing. Is it just time where I just abandon ship? Are the developers ever going to balance airships? Because airships have been so out of balance. There was like season 4, 5, and 6 when tier 9 and 10 were out, where like Stella one slot bust with tier 9 and 10 was really powerful because tier 10 infantry did hit really hard, and defense wasn't ridiculously high yet. You can get attack on your weapons without having Titans and all the defense and HP from the new elite gear that came with the Valkyrie helm and the armor of the Tyrant. So Stella was still really strong with tier 10. But man, when all that new gear came out and that near tier 12 and tier 11 was out, like, this shift back to the airships just really settled in, and it's only getting worse. Oh, should we Captain Nemo says, Army, are you done letting Melt play your arc, or is this Melt? MNC. Oh, what's up, Tavis? Melt is done, Nemo. Oh, good luck, Tim. Here's your joke of the day. Here's the joke of the day, boys and girls. What did the fish say when he hit the block of concrete? Damn. Are you kidding me right now? That's actually pretty good. Okay, I like that joke. What did the fish say when he hit the block of concrete? Damn. That's funny. I mean, I'm an angler. I like fishing jokes. That one's very stupid, but it's funny. That'll get a laugh out of any angler. That's bad. That's a bad one. Okay. Thank you, Rookie, for calling out for replays. Army's got a replay for us. Army. That sounds so familiar, huh? Seems like now that we start featuring players on the channel, we're starting to see them a lot more often. We haven't seen You Lost yet, but we did see Albatross earlier in the line chat. We saw Albatross's guild, but You Lost, Army, Albatross. Oh, damn. I'd like to get some more replays from like Odad. Who else? Whisper. There's a few players out there that are active in the community that I just don't have much content from. We'll get them there, boys. We'll get them there. Channel's come a long way in the last 6 months. We just got to keep pushing, keep building, keep going. You know, I want to rewatch this replay and see how this Vega does against the Tier 12. Tier 10 versus Tier 12. Cepheus' Majesty. This is a one-shot. Easy. I wanted to see the damage. 5.6 million. Didn't seem like much, though. Oh, the Awakening triggered Vega's heal. That's cool. Uh-oh. No. So he's going to get one shot here. I'm pretty sure of it. Man, without that breakdown, that Vega didn't do much. There's a Virgo's Radiance. Lowered the attack. There's a Cepheus' Majesty. Here comes a one shot. Cepheus' Majesty should lower his defense. I think Cepheus' Majesty works different than breakdown. We're just not sure exactly how yet. I hope it doesn't just minus 100% defense off the top. Like if Vega has 600% defense, it lowers it to 500. That's not the way breakdown works. Breakdown removes the entire percentage. It takes off 90% or 100% of 600%. That takes it to 0, you know. But a pretty convincing win there. Tier 12 versus Tier 10 Vega versus Vega. I mean, isn't that the real story? Arc of War is just Vega versus Vega lately. Ay. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was a pure Ranger replay. I was like, oh, start doing push-ups, boys. That was the deal, remember? Ranger replays, we gotta do push-ups. You know, I just want to say everyone in CPC that changed their name to not safe for work names, you guys are jerks. Now I gotta like be careful of what I put on YouTube. It's not good for the channel, guys. Bad for the community. Remember, there's minors. There's minors that play this game. Okay. All right, we got a Tavis versus Emperor something. Emperor Last Day. I don't know what that guy's name is. Oh, we got a bullet replay. Here comes the Ghost Cannon. No awakening. No awakening. Here comes the Ghost Cannon. 100,000. 100,000. He'll kill 40. 50. 53. 53 with the Ghost Cannon. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Boom. I always liked that Tier 10 Awakening. It just laser beams from the sky. I remember when Tier 10 first came out, I was like, what? This is the end of the game. They'll never make a better ship than that. And they didn't. It was the best looking ship of all time. Alright, let's see. We got Hades and Doomboat. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't see the Virgo skipping turns. Oh, look at this. Okay, so it's a low risk. Dude. Yeah. I mean, not the worst slot, because, yeah, Airship's going to trigger Awakening eventually. So that's a good slot for this Golem. But he's got to be careful. He might get hit if this Roger's kind of, like, the fact that he does Tyrant Cometh is dangerous, because you don't know for sure. Yeah, now oh, God. Oh, God. So this Rogers is going to hit those troops. He was trying to hide them safely, but, you know, you got to be careful. Oh, there's one hit. Get a crush. Get a crush. Oh, boy. I mean, he got some damage off. He did about 80 troops there. 80 Tier 10 airships, which is like 240 Tier 10 infantry. But that's twice the damage. Ouch. 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 Outscored him 2-1 there. I mean, he needs to mix that up. Put those troops in... No, honestly, that's the best slot. That's the best slot. It just is, because statistically, there's a better chance Rogers will hit Awakening and not Tyrant Cometh. So then Rogers' second slot would attack into Golem's 5th slot. So no, that 4th slot is the best there. Statistically speaking, it's the best. Maybe the 6th slot. I'd have to sit down and do the math. I'm sure he has. I could do the math. I don't want to. I never do math on stream. It's like a rule. Just don't do it. It always comes out bad. Oh, God. Anyone want to sit here for 30 minutes? Rogers versus Rogers, 237, 273. This literally is going to be a draw. There's not enough troops. Not that that matters. It's basically even. Yeah, this is a draw. So, who do you think wins? The commander with more? Yeah, probably the commander with more. He's got 300 more. Basically 7 slots versus 6, but... You never know. It depends on their gems, too. If one Rogers has a Tyrant and an Eternal Barrier instead of 2 EBs, then he might outscore him. Depends on luck, though. Oh, Gemini. Yeah, that's not going to do anything for you. Gemini and Rogers, not good. Really want to get that Scorpio to trigger with Tyrant Cometh. Yeah. Well, he got some damage off there. That's a good start, but he's still well behind. Check hit out. Alright, alright, alright. I'll get to hits. Trying to skip this Rogers replay, but they're punishing us. You know how that goes. Come on. Come on. Oh, he does have Scorpio. Good for him. And Tyrant Cometh. So that'll be a big hit next round, but that Rogers is already going to be immune by the time that comes around. Can we skip this already? Jesus. Oh my God. They really need to do something about speeding up these replays. Give me a break. Oh God. That's a problem. They start adding 3 and 4 gemstone slots. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, because Tyrant Cometh doesn't make him attack. If he doesn't attack, it doesn't count as a turn. Usually you skip after each person goes twice, but Tyrant Cometh can mess that up. Yeah, so Rogers on the left one-handedly. As expected, he had more troops. What's the fight we're looking for? Hit versus... Check hit out. Hit. Which one's hit? Oh, God. Now I lost my place, too. Let's watch Army versus Panther. Oh, this is going to be a beatdown. Hey, he got 3 of them, so good for that hoodoo. He actually landed the hit. Army, did your Awaken fall off? How did that happen? Army, did your Awaken fall off? What's going on? I gotta watch that again. That's actually quite amazing. I know this Golem, this Vega has 1,000 dodge. Wow, hits him straight up. Doesn't crit though. Interesting. God, this breakdown. Donk. 12 trillion damage. Oof. Army versus Doomboat. I mean, I'm expecting Vega to actually outscore him. I don't think these plasma... Oh, that hurts. Yeah, he softened him up a little bit. I don't expect this plasma to hit tier 12 airships that hard. I have a tier 10 plasma. He just doesn't hit tier 12 airships very hard. And there's only 2 slots of them. The rest is just junk, really. So here comes the damage. Awakening kills it all. 603. Yeah, killing 1 or 2 per slot. Yeah, it's nothing. Killed 300 tier 10 just to kill, I don't know, a dozen tier 12. Yeah, plasma sucks against tier 12 right now. Plasma tier 10 sucks against tier 12 airships. I mean, as it kind of should be. He's 2 tiers down. I mean, you know, kind of makes sense. But it's like there's no relief. It's not like even plasma works against him. It's just absurd. Absolutely absurd. Vega, airships, Tier 12. Come on, Tavis. Oh, you're gonna get wrecked, son. That's game. Bye, Tavis. Well, you know, that's one of those bullet replays I don't often share, because if you don't have first strike in your bullet, then 3 out of 5 times they just awakening you, and you never get to land a hit. So it's one of the problems with attacking with bullet is if you're the same level, the opponent gets first strike, and usually it's a Stella or an X that like one-shots you, or an airship commander that awakenings your whole army. So it's hard. It's hard attacking into. It's hard attacking into people if you are offensive with a bullet. You know, just one of those things I don't talk about too much. But yeah, that's definitely one of those things I'm used to seeing. Okay, gotcha. Even with... That's interesting. Wow. It's amazing that even with the wrong gear on, he's still... Doomboat versus... I don't know what this guy's name is. That's going to be a ghost cannon. Actually, bullet might land a few hits here. Ooh, Quantum Blast got him. It's alright, he still has enough to knock these troops out. God, it's so laggy. Even on an emulator, it's still laggy. The game really needs to lighten their load up a little bit. Like, do we really need this rock animation rolling on the screen right here? I mean, is that really important? Give me that ghost cannon. Give me that ghost cannon. There it is. So, what's funny now is, technically, it is possible that Doomboat can win this if he ghost cannons this slot 4, and then attacks the ship. So, if no awakening triggers, this could happen. Ghost cannon! That's a win, baby! That's a win for Doomboat! And now he'll one-shot the slip because ghost cannon's a double strike. Well, kind of. Way to go, Doomboat. My man. Bringing it home. Okay. I love StarCraft. One Protoss could steal the other races with mind control on a drone. Yeah, you can get Dark Templars in Brood War and steal your opponent's race. And if you successfully steal a drone or a SCV and make a command center, you'll actually get their new buildings and food all unlocked. They'll get their own food tree. You got to build their own supply. I remember when that first came out, that was amazing. Yeah, StarCraft's an amazing game. I still watch Pro StarCraft. To this day, boys. Uh-oh. Some battles going on here. Oh, he got popped. Alright, let's go take a look at another one and see if there's anything worth pointing out. But, you know, what's happening is kind of what I feared. Oh, this is what you're saying. Hit guild. Gotcha. GTS versus Win today. No, I did not see that. I got on right when GTS versus Win ended. So all the replays were gone. All the Win players were gone. Oh, he switched his Awaken to 600% RWE. I got you. That's right. God, Vega can change his Awaken on the fly. Jesus. You can do that with Infestors in StarCraft 2? Yeah, I never tried that in StarCraft 2. Huh. Alright, so we've got Hit Guild with quite a few big players. You can see the big ships out here. 86 million. I think 86 million is a lot. Then I remember, like, I'm 120 million, and that's really not a lot in today's standards. There's got to be someone from Hit. There he is. 174 million. That's a tier 12 account. Hello. All right, let's check replays. That's a stupid question. Got any replays? Of course there's replays. All right, let's roll up, and they'll hopefully send us a new one. So we got Ziggy versus, I remember a 110. Oh, Gemini with the crush. Yeah, I got him. Nice. All right, little redemption for the Golem mains out there. Tier 9 airships killing Tier 10 infantry against Vega. Let's just watch that one more time for all you Golem mains that are hanging on. That's an Awakening, not even a crush. Just a Gemini, just standard Gemini hit. Good damage gear. Got it done, son. Got it done. Probably a 600% dodge Vega. I was amazed that this golem got lucky and landed a Crusher or Gemini. Alright, let's see. Chewy versus another 110 player. Is that you, Stellar, going around asking for replays? I appreciate that, man. Oh, here comes a Vega Breakdown Awakening. Vega's Breakdown Awakening. Ooh, that did not go as planned. Yeah, the Awakening does not get the benefit of Breakdown. He really didn't hit that hard. I guess it was only 50 of them, but I was expecting a few more to die than just whatever that was. One. Alright, here's 100 units. There's another Breakdown. 599. And Scorpio. Breakdown Scorpio. And Gemini. Oh my god. Okay, 599. He should kill at least 10. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. 25. 12. The Scorpio worked on the first attack. That's why he killed 25. And then the second Gemini had the benefit of Breakdown, but not Scorpio as well. So Scorpio and Gemini do not stack. But Gemini and Breakdown do. Let's try this. Is that the one? No, not that one. I want to save that clip because that's absurd. The fact that Gemini works with Breakdown is absurd. Because it works on both strikes, not just the one. It should only work on one. But Vega's Breakdown skill, I think because of the way we can read Cepheus now, is it actually debuffs the opponent. Instead of just buffing himself, he actually debuffs the opponent's defense. Okay. So this is the Breakdown. Breakdown, Scorpio, and Gemini. What we're going to see is he's going to land 25 damage there because Scorpio and Breakdown trigger. And then the Gemini hits again for another 12 damage without the benefit of Scorpio. Which is huge. He still killed 12 with the Breakdown Gemini combo. But the fact that Gemini and Breakdown work together is super overpowered. He should not get the benefit of Breakdown on the second hit. So we'll watch that same replay, but this time he only gets Gemini, and he has half as... Actually, no, it's just... he only gets Breakdown, but he has half as many troops. So he should kill 12 troops. But no, he only kills 5. Why is that 5? Oh, because it's half as many troops. So, pretty obvious. Yeah, half as many troops, half as much damage. But it's pretty clear that Breakdown is working with Gemini. That should not be. Yeah, please don't say racist shit in chat. Because, you know, if you're watching this, we try to stay away from that. Oh, I missed that start. 2,400 tier 12. Tier 11, sorry. Still, that's still a lot of damage he took, but dude, Vega's so good. Vega's so good. See that one more time. Preemptive, so no gems, but he's gonna get a breakdown. Yeah, he gets a breakdown. 250 units. It's so powerful, man. It's so ridiculously powerful. Yeah, no, I know power doesn't indicate tier 12, but usually if someone's over 140 million, they've got tier 12. Usually. It's kind of something I kind of fall back on. Look at that turtle fart emoji. Turtle gust. Let's see what else. Alright, well, I think that was probably it. That was some good stuff, though. Alright, what else we got? Tavis, did you find anything else? Stellar, did you guys find anything else? You guys are doing great work in the chat here. CPC win versus TUN Chinese wind. You want to jump in there? Did I already jump in there? Let's go check it out. And this battle's over. Yeah. Wait. What's going on? Am I reading this right? MNC. Okay, no, it's not over. Thank God. I thought green was or blue was all over the map. No, this battle's still raging. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that. Definitely, that's the map. That's probably the fight to watch, right? I mean, we've got community members in it. Army and Tavis are in that fight, so we can keep an eye on them and talk to them in chat as well. So that's cool. Thanks for joining the live stream, guys. Let's see. What's up, Melt? Enjoying your video while I'm on my second Rockstar and smoking a cigarette. Well, you know, I think every guy here that had an amazing 20s, say enjoy it while you can, but definitely in your 30s, slow it down a bit. Just slow down. You got a lot to live for. What's up, Craxy Bones? Oh, it's $10. Thanks, man. Thanks for the poker night. I'm not sure what you mean by poker night, but live stream night, definitely doing that. Did it play your message? So one of the things about Super Chat, so just so you guys know, when I was talking about doing Super Chat originally, I just wanted to do the live stream to hang out. Didn't really want to do the donations things. I had a tier 10 account. There's no point in being like, hey, give me a couple bucks. It never worked out. I didn't do anything for the community at the time. So I never really considered donations. But now that donations are kind of a thing, there's options, right? You can do direct donations from Twitch, Streamlabs. You can do direct donations to Streamlabs. You can do direct donations through YouTube. I set it up so that if people do want to donate, you can actually get your own message to go with your donation. So you can actually donate, and then it'll actually say whatever message you want. So if you look at the bottom below, it says if you want to support the stream, go to this link, and then you go to this link. Let me see what it says on mine. It might look a little different for mine because I'm actually logged in. But this is what it looks like. I think you log in here, you write your nickname, you donate a few bucks, and then you choose a GIF if you can. You say a message, and it actually reads the message out, so that way you can say something if you really need to vocalize it. If not, you can just put it in chat too. That's up to you, but that is an option. No one ever uses that. I like the idea of you doing more live streams. I really do. It just it is taxing on time, and it's, you know, you got to have content worth watching. At the end of the day, people are interested in the channel for different reasons, and it wanes. You know, like, what kind of YouTube were you watching 6 months ago? What kind of YouTube were you watching 2 years ago? Whoever's into Ark of War right now, whoever's playing the game a lot every day, who wants to know more things about Ark of War, that wants to talk to other players about Ark of War, they're definitely going to hang out and watch the channel. But those people that play the game and they're not really into Ark of War like they were 6 months ago, they might see a live stream and just go, what, just to hang out with Ark of War people? Like, nah, they're watching something on Netflix. They can't be bothered. Maybe they'll catch up in a month. Maybe they're on the way out. So, I don't know. The live streams are kind of, I don't know. They work sometimes they don't. I do like the idea of this live stream, though, because there's new gems out. And this Vega meta is so broken. It's almost like we need to report and document, like, everyone's running Vega. Everyone. Do you guys remember when we hosted the Season 5 finals? And we brought in Free Lollipop from Star to co-host it with us? And he was like, yo, I want to show you what I've been working on. And he showed us his Vega breakdown with tier 11 and how hard it hit. And I was just like, yeah, like, I've seen a few Chinese players talking about this. We've tested it. It looks really promising. And at that same time, they had released the Armor of the Tyrant. And they had just talked about breakdown in a patch. People started exploring it. And within a week of that, I did this video called The Dawn of Vega, showing off just how amazing Vega was in the new gem, the new meta, the new balance, the new gear, whatever. And ever since then, there's been this slow uptick. Everyone going to Vega. Everyone going to Vega. I don't take credit for that. That is, I reported on an issue that everyone knew about, right? I'm not playing a Vega. But ever since that video, that's kind of how I, mark it in my mind. It's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. The game has been polarized so far. So this is, if you Google Dawn of Vega, shit. So goodbye Golem, hello Vega, and then the thumbnail was Dawn of Vega. Man, those thumbnails back in the day, those were so simple. Can I zoom in a little bit? Let's watch that one. You guys mind if we watch this real quick? Still looking for other good videos. Oh, this is a Reddit post. That's right. If you're not in the subreddit, join the subreddit. If you don't use Reddit every day and you think you're an internet person, you're missing the internet. The internet's happening on Reddit. And it's happening on 4chan and a couple dark places on the internet. But Reddit's a safe place to go for the most part. I think Reddit's probably the best place. If you're an internet connoisseur, go to Reddit. We have our own subreddit for Ark of War. It's mostly just, you know, content published by me and Badger. But every week there's more and more new stuff. Memes, news, just stuff. Way to interact with other players.
This is the one. This is the one. I don't know if this is the best one, but this is certainly what I'm going to be calling.
The other one.
This is with Free Lollipop.
Is there a better one?
I think so. I'm checking the other one, but you can just show this one first.
This one is really good. Right there, you see Golem hit him with 1,400. He kills 300 ships. Then Vega hits a Scorpio on the walkers, which isn't a great example because we're trying to compare apples to apples here. So here comes a crush. Watch. 200 does 320, 50, 51. But here comes a breakdown. This breakdown, 1,000 ships, kills the entire slot. Oh my God.
So this is the original footage.
The dawn of Vega is here. The reason Vega hits so much harder...
Those words, man. The dawn of Vega is here, and then after that, I mean, that's history, you know. But I mean, I could say that about a lot of things, you know. Like when I started the channel, when the channel really took off, it's when I introduced Bullet to the world. You know, that was my idea. I was trying to figure out ways to fight tier 9, tier 10 players, and I started testing with Maruko and Rock and Bullet. I started just reading all the commander skills. And like, there's got to be a way to beat these commanders. And I found out Bullet beats tier suppression with a buddy of mine, Pit Grunt, with tier 2. We were trying things out, and when I found out Bullet did that, I had to start upscaling my replays before I wanted to publish that. And then I took it into Galactic Battle that next week against Sin Viper. And I hit up Sin Viper, and I was like, yo, don't tell anyone about this, but I started hitting him with Bullet, and he thought he forgot his tier suppression gear. He didn't know what was going on, but I hit him up later online, and I was like, yo, you can't tell anyone about this. But that was a meta-defining thing. It was a way to play the game without spending thousands of dollars every month and not worried about falling behind. But same with Vega. Vega is a cost-effective way or a super high-end way to play this game, and it's not changing. It's not changing anytime soon. What's up, Army? How you doing, man? Raising hand, is that like a what's up, man? Is that a like, and then a mail emoji? I get it. I got you. I'm hip. I'm cool. I know what the kids are all about these days. I think you're older than me, but you got this. Are you guys winning your Galactic Battle? How's that going? Slow down a bit? Are they only using Rangers? Let's take a look. I already passed it. Dang it. That's alright. Hold on. Let's see if we can get another game going. Man, these Chinese guild, Cha China, Chai China, there's so many. CCC China. Every Ark of War server has a guild named China. It's so popular in China. Don't get me wrong, I get it. But CHN China, Guangdong, it's named after cities and stuff. It's like, come on, guys. Come up with something original. SPX, SpaceX. Is this an English guild? What's going on here? One of the tier 12 players in TND, oddly enough, has a 1.6 million leadership bullet. Yeah, I mean, 1.6 million leadership bullets, great for super low risk, you know, and just planting them on an ally and just walking away. You lose a lot of Rangers doing that in regular battle, but in Galactic Battle, 1.6 million leadership bullet can really score a lot of points. If you have a 50,000 leadership bullet, you can get some points without losing any. But it's not going to be enough points to really give you guys like a 2 or 3 hour lead if their opponent just has the map full of ships. There's still that residual point income you got to worry about. But 1.6 million leadership, that's a bit it's a bit overkill. I think a lot of people that have a 1.6 million leader bullshit might be macro botting. I think there's some fuckery going on with software. I've seen some reports and some disturbing, you know, images of like actual programmed AI. It doesn't take much to program an AI, You just spend a few hours writing some code, search for the monster. If you're, if this, do this. And I think there's some Chinese programmers that wrote code that cheat the game. And I think they just farm monsters like crazy, and I think they get like 200 or 300 magazines a day, if not 1,000 magazines a day, which equates to 1,000 leadership a day. I don't know, even then, even at 1,000 magazines a day, 30,000 magazines a month, it's still not a dent in 1.6 million leadership commander. I don't know. Oh yeah. Well, the thing about a 1.6 million leadership bullet, back in the day, we didn't have those preset march sizes, so if you wanted to be fast, you just auto-deployed or just deployed whatever you had, and it filled all the slots. But now, if you're a bullet and you want to hit somebody really hard, you could be totally destroyed by just like one tier 9 airship in the front row of like a hoodoo, and he could devastate all of your rangers. So nowadays, like if you want to be a little safer as a bullet man, you could put like 5 high tier in each slot in front, and then a ton of rangers behind just to protect them in case you run into a tiny garrison. If you run into a big garrison, you lose some stuff, but it's not the end of the world. But at least you stand a chance against small stuff, because small garrisons can really devastate huge ranger marches with no insurance. Yeah. Alright, so we've got CPC still fighting. Let's see what you guys are up to. Looks like it's a bit slowed down. Usually this time of night, it's active hours for the Chinese, so usually they start to go on the offense. But it looks like they're not too excited about running into you guys. So that's still a bit dull. Let's see what else we got. What do you think? Craxy Bones, what do you got for me? What are you watching? Are you looking for a good battle too? Three commanders at 1.6 million leadership. Crazy gear. Dude. Are you talking about letter? Yeah. Yeah, letter's absurd. It looks like the ALD fight's picking up. Let's take a look. Oh boy. Got any more of them replays? Let's Melt. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we got replays, boys. Started off with Lightning Bolt versus. This is a tough matchup. It's kind of hard to say what's going to happen. I mean, Stella's super low risk, and infantry hits really hard, so I'm assuming that. I mean, Stella's already done the damage she needs, plus she has the higher tier. I'm assuming Stella wins points-wise, but loses the fight. Something like that. Ooh, she got 7 for 1 there. 1 troop killed 7. So yeah, she'll outscore him in points, but she'll lose the fight. Barely, though. Damn, she did a ton of damage. Oof. Good Stella replay there. Listening and working? Are you driving right now? That's not bad, huh? Just mount the cell phone. Hit the road. Alright, Elon. We'll catch you later. Is it Elon? 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 I mean, Elon is so tainted by E-L-O-N from Elon Musk. I-L-A-N, Elon? Sir Elon Payne? Oh, I kind of missed this one. Shoot. Okay, hold on. This might be a good replay. It's looks like a Blader fight. Blader versus Elf. But what's interesting about Blader is he has Pounce, which is ignore tier suppression. And it's like Bullet's Ghost Cannon for airships. Just very rarely used. 100,000 leadership Blader. Wow, that's a big Blader. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So he lost half his troops there, but not that bad. I mean, he did okay there. There's the Pounce. So he one-shots him, and then he'll do some more damage here. Yeah, there's the Gemini. Okay, he did all right, but no, he ended up losing a ton more points. It's actually hard to say. He killed 18 tier 11 walkers, but he lost 30,000 points. I think he outscored him. I think Merlin outscored him there, as odd as that was. Because remember, tier 1 Yetis and Hummingbirds, I think, are both equally worth 1 point. Because they're only worth 1 power, right? Oh, nice Annihilator Ray. Got him. Alright, and there's the tier suppression. But he might be able to get another one here. Infantry Awakening is not as good as Walker and Airship, so sometimes these ignore tier suppression commanders can get an extra hit off. Give me that Annihilator Ray. Give me that Annihilator Ray. Oh, he did get another one, though. And he wins the fight. Good man. Merlin coming home with the replays. I like Merlin's lineup. Blader, Rock. Man, that's some unconventional stuff here. He likes those ignore tier suppression commanders, though. Notice that? Rock and Blader. There's that Annihilator Ray. He wins there. Boom. One shot. Way to go, Merlin. Way to mix it up, man. Please come back, bingo. That's funny. Alright. Looks like we got another replay here. Oh, this plasma. This plasma. If this elf doesn't have tier suppression gear on, she's going to get wrecked. But no, she's got enough tier suppression. Oh, boy. I don't think she's even lost one yet. Oh, there's the curse. The curse damage from the spell damage. And the blessing. Can he get one? Hey, he got one. Alright, 1 per slot. Way to go. Ouch. Yeah, that was a bad one. Bad plasma. Weird plasma. Merlin is not a dwarf main. Merlin mixes it up. Merlin's got a blader. He's got a rock. He clearly lifts. Wearing tank tops. Both of his main commanders wear tank tops. I wonder if that's like the same way you say it in Spanish. Alright, alright. Can't do it too much longer, guys. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark. Actually, it's only an 1.5 hour mark. Why is that? Oh, I did do some pre-stuff. Is that right? Okay, perfect. Alright, boys. Well, it looks like we're not going to find any meta-defining stuff tonight. We went gold mining. We went panning for gold. And it looks like we didn't find anything too crazy. ZGL's still going on, but I think this match is about over now. Yeah, this match is done for. Oh, these guys are getting zeroed. Ouch. Ouch. Oof. Yeah, that's bad. There's Viking. He just popped up here. 26 million power. If he's not zeroed, he will be soon. Justin versus Jay Sony. Let's see if they hit him again. And are they speed hitting him? That's the real question. Oh, they don't even have to. 51 million power. Probably doesn't have that big of an... he's speed hitting him. What was it? 2.68 or something? 268? There's Viking. Nah, he's already zeroed. Ouch. Alright, one more replay. Call it a night on that. Should we plug something? We should plug something. We plugged Reddit. We plugged the line community? We gotta plug the line community then. Oh! Whoa. I mean, that's not a big enough Rogers to stop this Vega. But almost. Almost. Probably gonna get a breakdown of one shot him though. I don't know. This Rogers might go immune and start doing some damage. Get that defensive stance. There you go. There you go. I'd like to see him do some damage here. He's gonna be relying on Tyrant Cometh. He probably has double Eternal Barrier, so doesn't hit very hard. Vega's heal alone will probably keep him alive against this Rogers. Yeah, he's got him outclassed. It's a good try, though. Have a big Rogers go against or a small Rogers against a bigger Vega. We've all had that ambitious thought before, but it's too late. He lost a troop slot there. 5 out of 6 slots is not enough to keep defensive stance up 100% of the time or 95% of the time. So it's the beginning of the end. Does he kill any? He kills 3. And then a tier 11 in the back. Ooh, that was a beatdown. That was a beatdown. Yep, that's what happens when you're outnumbered. That's what happens. All right, so let's plug the line community. All right, thanks everyone for watching this live stream, hanging out. Fortunately, we did not find anything meta-defining. We just got to see more proof of what we already know, which is great, because that means all the work we've done, all the research we gather, all the time we spend talking about it, adds up. That's what we're seeing. Vega mains, tier 12 airships. Infantry still sucks. Plasma has his moments, but ultimately kind of is phasing out because of how weak T12 infantry is and how bad he is against tier 12 airships. Kind of a weird time. But we look forward to seeing what the meta could change to. Gilly is looking promising. Nekajiro with unending or never-ending awaken with pure dodge all the time. And then mixing him up with like an Aries, Virgo, and maybe Sagittarius. Maybe... No, not Sagittarius. What did we agree on? It was Andromeda. No. One of those. The new infantry gem. Going defensive with like a 40% guaranteed hit skill commander. I mean, it's not going to be better than Vega, and that's what it really comes down to. Are these viable solutions to beat Vega, and would they beat him convincingly, or would they just kind of be a fair fight? Because that's what Robin and Lilith were to Vega for such a long time. Or, sorry, Robin and Lilith to Rogers was always like, yeah, they're kind of a decent match, but at the end of the day, Rogers is still going to win most of the time, or half the time, and then Robin and Lilith are useless against everyone else, while Rogers, on the other hand, destroys everyone else. So if you're going to try to counter Rogers with Robin or Lilith, you may as well just get another Rogers and go toe-to-toe with him. But then they buffed Full Metal, they buffed Ares Gem so that you can really go well against Rogers. So the meta shifting is happening. Yeah, that's that. That's that for now. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Army, good luck tonight in the Galactic Battle. Hope it gets a little more interesting, or hopefully you get some sleep tonight. Tavis, thanks for moderating. And Craxy Bones, thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Always appreciate that. That helps out. And that's it, boys. It's been a pleasure. And girls, all 0.7% of you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Or tomorrow. Who knows?